was kind of sad, mainly because, you know, the building has so much significance, so many memories from the 60s, the 70s, and just being there was important because I used to go to Science Hill and I would always look over at North High, and so that was the goal. So the goal had been achieved and had come full circle. So it was a matter of going back and paying tribute to a great institution.
Sam is a person that whenever I call him, he's always there. And Sam has designed the Bulldog For Life t-shirt. That is our fundraiser. That will always be an all-class reunion t-shirt. It will always say, North High Bulldogs For Life. For life. So I think Sam deserves a round of applause for his efforts making that.
I couldn't really say where the idea came from. It's just, you know, my love for my high school. I've always been committed to North High. And so even though the building is gone, those memories will always be with all of us. Always.
I told him I was coming.
Every time that I've asked any of my classmates or alumni, can you do this? And Sam does t-shirts. So it's like, Sam, we need t-shirts. This is how we need to get funds donated. And everybody says, where did you get that shirt? Where did you get that shirt? Well, I took the first shirt, which Pastor Dave Robinson, who was deceased, I told you that story, and he just built on it to make it the all North Classes reunion t-shirt.
It was a privilege, you know. The guys, it was a special group of guys. You know, coach is just part of it. If you don't have the players, I don't care who's coaching. And those guys made it easy. They loved them. They loved the game. They loved the school. And they sacrificed as much as they could.
I used to call Sam the Man Barganeer. See, when I met Sam Barganeer, it was through looking through the glass in the trophy case at Nora. Because he had that pose there, Sam Barganeer. And I used to always say, that's Sam. And I said, who is that? They said, that's Sam the Man Barganeer. So I used to go home and tell my mother and father, I want to be like Sam the Man Barganeer. And Sam was smooth, man. Back in those days, you would watch Sam play, and Sam was smooth and fluid. Even if people were on the other team, the South High Warriors or the Rand Tigers were trying to be aggressive and elbow him and push him down because he was slender built, he would get up real smooth, and then he would make a quick smooth move to the basket, lay it up, and he would just look and smile. So for me, Sam was the epitome of smooth, coolness, and calmness on the court. He was our local Clyde DeGlide Drexler. That's who Sam Barganeer was for us.
We had a community, and there was families, and so many of those values were learned at home. And so the guys, the McElroys and Sherman Smith and all those gentlemen that came before us, they did the same thing. So even if we weren't at home with our parents, when we got to John White, you know, those older guys was like our parents too. So, you know, they would let us come, they would let us shoot around, but when it came down to getting down to serious ball, we had to move to the side. And so we would move to the side and then we would watch them and learn. So I never really thought about, you know, when you came over and you shot, I wanted to see you shoot. But I never really thought about the impact it was making. And I don't know if the guys came before me, if they really thought about the impact it was making. But it was, we were watching, you know. And the one thing I've learned, you never know who's watching you. You never know.
North High Bulldog for life. Nothing but the dog. Sam Barganeer product. Sam the Man Barganeer. My hero in the trophy case.
Thank you.